contacted me about wanting to do a video about bags. I was all in. She's my bag lady friend. She is very excited because she wanted me to look through this bag, sort of get my own opinion on it. So I'm just gonna go through, I guess, how I would if it arrived at my home and get to it. So the first thing I notice is this safe zone, and it has a picture of sunglasses. So I assume this is for sunglasses, goggles, a mask, something that you want protected with a hard shell. This is what it looks like inside, which I was not expecting.
So this brand does this all the time, where they do like a hard shell. It's kind of what Thule is known for, is that they do this hard shell.
Okay.
And I would put like my GoPro in here, like things that I didn't want to smash, I could definitely see.
A lot of organizational compartments, a key holder thing, the felt back, which is nice, but I'm not really sure what I would put in here. Maybe just some electronics. Whoa, maybe this is where you put your glasses and stuff. I'm not really sure. It's kind of nice that it's like not a zipper, but somewhat secure. I'm gonna unclip these guys, which is kind of hard to do, but that is voila. These I assume are compression straps, so just to see how much room we have, I'm gonna undo them all. Here is the inside. So I kind of do like that it opens like a duffel, so you can pack it and pull things out this way. And there's also the compression things down here. These definitely seem kind of like a ribbon, not like a thick, nice material. Not that it's bad, it's just not as sturdy as I would want them to be.
I also just realized that this strap is backwards.
It should be sewn on like flip. So this is how it is now.
That piece is underneath instead of on top like this side.
Whereas this side is done correctly where they're both on top to pull and secure.
So also the quality control is not so great.
Then there's this mesh bag, which I personally like. I put dirty laundry. There's a hidden side pocket. Oh, that's cool. So that's a water bottle holder. I'm gonna grab a water bottle. Let's model it. This also could be a pocket for something else, which could be nice. There is a side handle and a top handle. It's nice material, but it's not like sturdy, thick. I feel confident and comfortable lifting no matter how many pounds are in this bag. It just kind of doesn't feel cheap, but it just isn't what I want to lift my bag by, I guess. Same with like those ribbons inside. And then of course, these are nice heavy-duty hip straps.
So some features that Carly didn't see. So this mesh panel, you can slip a piece of paper in here that has your information in case your bag gets lost. So these straps actually do tuck away as well. I found that this was more difficult on this bag than on the other ones, and it's the fact that it's difficult while it's empty means that it's going to be really difficult while it's full. Granted, I don't do this too often. It's not like I'm doing this on a daily basis, but a lot of times, like when I'm on a flight, I do want to tuck these away. If I'm on like a small airplane or something, or if I'm going on a budget airline, I want to make sure my bag looks as small as possible, and straps can make it look bigger. So just tucking these in, it's basically just a channel here that this goes into versus having this be one big pocket. So it makes it really, I found it kind of difficult.
Can you tuck those hip straps as well?
Okay. So the hip straps go as well. I also felt like the buckle felt kind of cheap to me, where I'd be really nervous about that breaking. Put your bag down and it broke, which I had happen to a bag recently at mine.
The only reason that you're then potentially tucking them away is just so that they don't get caught on anything in the
If you had to check your bag,
bin. Yeah, that's true.
It's really nice to have that feature. The other thing Carly missed is back here, there's actually a laptop sleeve on the side. So easy access as well for when you're going through the airport, which is really nice.
I kind of like that it's inconspicuous.
What I didn't like about that though is that there's no way to lock this pocket. One more thing though, underneath here, you will never know this. There's
so
a hidden
hidden
zipper
that
up
you
here.
can't
So
find
hidden, I can't find it. There's a hidden zipper that you can put your passport or valuables in here. So even if somebody got into your bag, they would really have no idea. The passport, extra cash, things like that are up here stored away because And I couldn't find it just
It also seems like it's just extra padding for that.
I completely agree with Carly. These straps felt really, really cheap, as did the buckles. All of the plastic buckles on this bag, I've never, obviously the tag is still on it, so I haven't tested this bag for very long. I've never taken it on a trip yet. Because I'm kind of scared to be honest, I really don't know about the durability of this bag. I like the layout, I like really thoughtful features, but yeah, it's, oh, hey look, that's already got caught on something, that zipper pull, and it's already fraying. So let's pack this bag.
All right, let's do it.
You're gonna pack up the Thule Landmark 40 with all of the stuff that I have on the table right now. If I can figure out how to unzip it. Okay. This is my sleep sheet, travel towel, and rain jacket. These are my bottoms. I'm just kind of packing this the same way that I packed my current bag. It like totally just twisted in there. My tops, toiletry bag. It's gonna go in at the top, and then this one, because it's more slidey, I'm gonna put it last. So I pack it. It does. So it fits all my packing cubes. I like to pack it like it's a filing system, so I can just see everything from the top. I usually crisscross my compression straps. I'm like so scared I'm gonna break these. When you have the compression straps, it's nice because now I have all this room on the side that wasn't there before, so I can shove my sandals. Then in this top lid compartment, we just put the rest of this stuff. Fanny pack, straightener, neck pillow, this up. And this has the compression straps on the outside too, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, and they're definitely much higher quality.
Yeah, the straps on the outside, that material, I wish that they had used it on the inside. So I usually put my liquids pouch up top, which is not really the point of this safe zone pocket. So I'm just gonna use it like that. I'm gonna get my laptop back here. Will you do the honors?
Oh, because it's difficult? You want to make me do it? I'm embarrassing myself.
It's really difficult. Here, let's like show them what's going on.
So, well, first and foremost, sorry.
So we're laptop in there. Try to get that in there. There's no like separation from like the clothing and stuff behind there. So it's kind of in, but try to zip this up though.
Wait, you zip and I smush. Okay, but hold on. You know what?
So
I'm gonna challenge her on this. I travel with just my hard shell case. So, you know, it is thick.
Okay, so get rid of that. I'll give it to you.
Let's see if this is much easier. But then you still can't zip it. I don't feel like you can see how
it's smushing my laptop.
These are such small zippers also. Like even just the zipper itself is like dainty and nice and sweet. Not like okay, I want to like I won't tug and pull this.
I don't get why it's so difficult. It's because there's no padding behind the inside compartment of we can undo the straps.
Let's be fair. We'll be fair to this bag. We've been a little harsh, but let's untuck some straps and see if it magically fits better, but then we have the opposite problem where
the straps in because you have to check the bag all of a sudden.
It happens to me every freaking time I'm at the airport. They're like, you look like someone that wants to take your carry-on and actually wait for it at the baggage claim. I can't even get, I don't want to break it. I'm not gonna have two people here to zip this up for me. So imagine doing this while you're going through security. So the reason that I was kind of laughing during this is because I played with this bag the other day when I first got it. It's even hard to
it's empty. And I immediately thought, I need to get Carly over here to figure this out and see if you see the same things that I did. So I'm glad you did.
So when I initially put it on, before I even secured the hip and all of that, it definitely felt like a flimsier feel with the arm straps. Once everything is tightened up and on, I don't feel that way. I would say that this is the most comfortable hip belt for sure. I feel secure. Everything in the back, again, it lines up well. The only complaint I have is like right here, my collarbones. These kind of lay in. It's not something that I would be like, oh, I can't have this bag. It's not like super uncomfortable, but it's something I noticed.
It's more comfortable than I remembered. It's more comfortable than I anticipated given like everything else, like all the other features of the bag. What I do like is that the women's version has the load lifter straps. where actually the men's version does not have the load lifter straps, at least in the 40 liter. I'm not sure about the 50 and the 70 or 60 and 70.
Would you say it's comfortable?
It's comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
This bag, I described it off camera to Chey as I felt like it was like a hug. Like I got a nice hug from the bag with the hip straps, with all of it in a good way.
I think it fits you better than it fits me. It's not uncomfortable for me, but I'm not like, yeah, wow, how comfortable.
I do think there are a lot of really good features on it, but I think that for the things that they made up for in features, they really are unimpressive with the quality of the basic features that you really care about, that I would say every standard bag has. So
you
like
want things to be
compression
durable.
straps shouldn't be ribbon-like. They shouldn't undo once you pulled them. They should be secure. That's the whole point. You know, even this for an outside clip seems pretty flimsy, but if this was the clip used for compression straps, I would feel way more confident using this. Overall, it's a quality bag that's missing some quality in the standard features, but it does the unique features very well.
Having that secret security pocket inside, having the safe zone pocket up top. It's a nice feature, doesn't fully work for me, but that's not like anything against the bag. I kind of like it. This bag, the Thule Landmark 40 liter, also comes in a 60 and a 70 liter. With those, you get an additional backpack, like a day pack that clips onto the front. Nice. And on those, the laptop sleeve is actually in the carry-on bag. So that's actually why I like the 40 liter. Again, I like to go carry-on only, and having the laptop sleeve in here was really nice. The grand total price for this bag is $180. Do you think that that price is warranted?
It's hard to say because I haven't used it to go on a trip, but
either have I.
I think if I were to take this on a trip for a week, I think I would learn to really like some of the features and also find features that I just wouldn't use or think weren't built out well.
And when something feels so flimsy and you're like, I just paid $180 for that, that kind of made me like, wow.
I think the other thing about bags is that there's a million different bags with a million different features, a million different sizes, and it really depends how you're planning on using it, but also the price point for different things is all over the board. You can find something that has very similar features for
$40.
much cheaper.
I've seen $40
and you can find
bags.
something that's very similar to this for probably twice the price.
Yeah.
So it really is a personal preference. It's not something I personally think I would buy. Chey made me change because I'm always in the same outfit.
I didn't make her. She said, am I always in this outfit on your videos? And I said, yes. Knee impressions will forever be sweated into that fabric.
Oh.
Andy's not gonna like that.
We'll just sit and pretend we never did it.